Yes, that is correct.
I had in front of me a recent report from the Common Science and Technology Committee. It accuses the government of being embedded in a culture of secrecy. Forgive me, Minister, but this seems to be a direct contradiction to your statement.
The government completely rejects the criticism that it is being less open than it need be. We have an active public information campaign. We've sent a booklet to every household in the country with guidelines.
But are you confident that the information that you're giving the public is adequate to prepare them for a terrorist attack?
Yes, of course. Obviously, there are times when disclosure would not be in the public interest.
I'm sorry, but now I'm confused. You're open and transparent, except when it suits the government not to be.
Well, obviously, there has to be a balance between truth and reassurance.
Are you saying that it's acceptable to lie to the public in order to reassure them?
I mean what the public can be told and the need for secrecy.
It's very interesting, Minister, but this report clearly states that this lack of openness has resulted in the public being ill-informed and insufficiently prepared for a chemical, biological or radiological terrorist attack. Deputy Assistant Commissioner, as head of the anti-terrorist branch, do you feel that adequate measures are in place to protect the public?
Obviously, improvements have been made across all emergency services, but I'd warn against complacency. A great deal of work still needs to be done.
Thank you very much.
John! That's public record.
And I'm not going on public record to say we're fully prepared when we're not.
We've allocated £330 million on Homeland Security. That's a huge commitment when the public's demanding hospital beds. What else do you expect us to do?
In the States, they're spending 15 times more per head than we are, and even they don't think that's enough.
You're saying all the work we're doing, all the plans, new equipment count for nothing.
I'm saying we shouldn't confuse activity with achievement. Out of a force of 30,000, the Met have only 1,500 officers with protective suits and 2 days training. We'd struggle to deal with a large-scale conventional attack. If a CBRN weapon went off...
If it went off, John.
Nicola, I've seen Al-Qaeda's plans for these weapons. With the IRA, we knew 90% of what they were up to, and they still got through. With this lot, we're lucky if we know 20%. It's naive to hope it won't happen.
How are you? Fine. Okay. This is a stamp marked from Istanbul.
You alright?
Something I ate.
Yeah, you want to leave that goulash alone. Cheers. Got the other one. Little one, that's it. Cheers.
Come on, Mr. Rashid. You know this is a very popular area. There's a post office close by. Also the tubes are 5 minutes away. Buses. And there's a market on Saturday.
Show me the cellar. We'll need all this cleared.
It'll cost you
How much?
70 quid.
We have accommodation for the bride's family.
This isn't the IRA. With this lot, we don't know who they are, we don't know where they are. We have no inside informants, and they don't give warnings.
First thing to understand about Islamist terrorist groups, there's no single cell. Don't write it down, remember it. The logistics cell. These boys will be embedded in the target country. They're likely to be British nationals, so they'll stay low-key. They won't associate with other known extremists. They may not even attend mosque.
Around the house.
They raise cash for their group through petty crime like credit card fraud.
They provide passports, safe houses, equipment, etc. They gather all the elements that make an operation in this country possible.
The 3 North Africans at Menworth Hill recently entered the country under false IDs.
So they won't be part of logistics cells?
Correct. They're obviously checking out the base. The sole purpose of a reconnaissance cell is to gather intelligence on intended targets.
They're closer to the planning of an attack, and are far more likely to be foreign nationals.
But neither the logistics nor the reconnaissance cell will be your suicide bombers. The attack cell. These boys will be your battle-hardened veterans. Jihad nutters who fought in Chechnya, Bosnia, Kashmir.
Not just Sarge.
Fanatics, however you want to describe them. They're almost certain to be foreign nationals. They're only brought in at the last stages. And as we know, in any attack, there is likely to be more than one attack cell. Our problem is, none of this lot will know who the other cells are, or have any detailed knowledge about the overall operation. But they all have links to one man. The agent isn't the mastermind. That person will be thousands of miles away in Pakistan or Afghanistan. The agent is the manager. He puts the cells together and executes the plan.
He'll be white-collar, well-travelled, highly educated, and have lived in the West for several years. He'll have multiple identities and impeccable cover. He could be a doctor, a lawyer, a university professor. The point is, he'll be invisible and skilled at hiding his tracks. So far, all we have are 3 suspects.
A possible reconnaissance cell. If we're going to get the rest of them, we have to chase every person they've ever been in contact with, here or abroad. Follow every paper trail. Anything that strikes you, however small, let me know.
But you don't listen to me.
Wait, thanks. I get 20 JPS, please. And a SIM card from a mobile and a pay-as-you-go top-up card, please.
What?
माँ, आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए। अपनी बेटी को ऐसे कपड़े क्यों पहने दिए?
Oh, piss off.
Hey.
Come on, let's go.
Get the vowel. Yes, I'll hold.
Home Secretary wondered how you're settling in.
I'm still trying to find my way around. But fine.
You had a bit of a grilling at the Defence Select Committee.
The chair got rather hung up on the issue of public information.
May I?
Of course.
It's an easy issue to present in black and white if you're not making the decisions.
Maybe the chair's right. Maybe we're not doing enough to train and prepare the public. If a CBRN attack happens, I'm worried that we could end up with mass panic on our hands.
I've been at Whitehall 25 years. There have been at least 80 terrorist attacks on the mainland. Why assume the British public are suddenly going to start running around like headless chickens?
We're talking about suicide bombers now. No warnings, biological weapons, dirty bombs.
If you start issuing